My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name is Kai. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing? Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna turn the game down a little bit. Today we've got some stuff to do. We've got a new game to play. This game was generously purchased and donated to the channel by Bouncer Bex. You guys see her in the chat. Say thanks. It's all because of her. Okay, so guys, little story about this game, and why this game means a lot to me. So, first of all, when I was in Japan, and I was doing my video game hunting, there were several games that were, um, like glass cabinet games, you know? They were games that were behind the glass cabinet. You had to ask to look at them. They were expensive. One game that I saw in the box was ShadowGate. And I looked at it and it was $90 and I was contemplating it for a while. And I was talking to my friend Rebecca and I said, I don't know if I'm going to get this or not. She ended up buying the North American version for me for about half the price. She said, "Hey, I got you this present, so you can stream it and stuff." So I just want to say thank you. It was something that I really wanted to pick up in Japan. However, this game is a big puzzle game, so it'll be much easier to, excuse me, it'll be much easier to actually play in English, you know? But before I start that, I just want to show you guys something. If you haven't been watching the channel, I'm playing with a Hori pad, which is the greatest N64 controller ever. But before we get into the game, I want to show you something cool. So, this game is a war simulator game, right? And what's cool about the Famicom, hey Bex, what's up? I was just thanking you. This game here is really cool. A lot of Famicom games, I'm a big Famicom collector. I've got 3 walls of it. um, so a lot of the games, they come in different packaging, right? Every company had um every company had different packaging. So you'll see Famicom boxes that are really small like this. You'll see Famicom boxes that are a little bigger like this, and then you'll see these plastic ones. And these games specifically are so huge compared to the normal games. So these games are big war simulators, and they go so hard. So a normal Famicom game looks like this. This is how big it is. It's pretty damn small. However, these games are like this big. They're basically the same size as a NES game. Um, and they're huge and they come with so much instructions. It's astonishing. Like the book that it comes with, look how thick it is. That's the instruction book. That's ridiculous. And then it also comes with like huge maps, and like on the back it's got like all this currency counting and all this stuff. Good lord. And it's got so many different like pages and slips and information cards. It's absolutely ridiculous. I tried to play it. Obviously I can't play it. it's essentially um it's essentially like a game like Risk, you know? Um but apparently it's ridiculously expansive. And oh, did I hit the uh-oh. Um I can't play it because it's all not the language, right? I can't understand the language at all. Did the game just crap out? Come on. Come on. Oh no. Okay, I've got some Q-tips here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. This is how this today's stream starts. Cleaning the video game. So, my friends, Bex, how are you doing? How was work today? Oh, that one's used. Oh, that one's used. Why are these here? Okay, fingers crossed, guys. Come on. Come on. Work. Oh, there we go. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The world spins and time moves on. The memory, the fear of the evil that once walked this land has faded. Gone are the guardians who have stood vigil against its return. The heroes of ages past are no more. The one who fulfilled the great prophecy and defeated the evil lives now only in the toilets of the bards. Peace and prosperity have returned. Yes, peace and prosperity and complacency. The world spins, time moves on again, the evil stirs again, and this time there is no great hero to rise against it. Long ago, this road saw warriors and kings ride its length. Long ago, this road was a lifetime. Oh no, I can't keep up. Now, this road, which cuts across the high plains near the Gatekeep Mountains, home to the fabled Castle ShadowGate, has become a haunt for bandits and thieves. Those unfortunate enough to travel this road know the risks and danger, but many take the chance because of the necessity for trade and commerce. It also goes that caravans come through it so bandits can plunder. On this day, another unlucky caravan has become fucked up by the thieves, and they will be ever altered about it. That's my interpretation of the story of this game. What do you think? Okay, so we're gonna delete all the data. Cannot find data. Excellent. Oh, spooky. So, guys, when I was young, Bex, by the way, thank you so much for, um, thank you so much for the stream. Thank you so much for making the stream possible. Um, oh, I don't want to skip the main thing. Oh no, I skipped the main. Oh no. So, what I remember from this game, when I was really young, I wanted to when I was good at school because I was a fucking little hellraiser at school. Um so my parents would bribe me with video games, right? So I wasn't rich. I didn't grow up rich. I got something at Christmas and I got something at my birthday, but other than that, I didn't get games throughout the year at all. Um but we did go to Blockbuster. And if I didn't get a report for the entire week, then I was allowed to rent a game. And I was young, right? I was like 10, 11 years old. And I've talked about on the channel how my parents were very strict with age ratings of things, like movies and games and stuff like that. Because you got to remember, like my parents, just like your parents, Bex, um, maybe your parents didn't care, um, but our parents were like right there when the whole ESRB thing was happening with Mortal Kombat and Night Trap and all of that kind of stuff. That was all in the news and it was everywhere, you know what I mean? So a lot of parents at the time started to become really concerned with the ratings of video games, right? So my parents were like that. And they never let me rent games that were for teenagers when I was young. And I'm actually really happy about that because A lot of the games that are rated teen, what's this guy have to say? We're in a jail cell. What's he got to say? A man. Okay, by the way, guys, I just want to get this out there. There's no like attacking in this game. This game's a puzzle game. It's just like when you're watching a movie and then 15 minutes in you realize it's a musical. Just letting you guys know, this isn't like a game like Skyrim. It's a puzzle game, and I'm gonna need your help with it because I'm not a very good puzzle solver at all. The man appears to be asleep. Will you serve him? No, let him sleep. Okay. Um. Hey, Waffle, what's up, man? Hello Kitty's awesome, bud. Um. Yeah. So my my parents only let me rent every rated everyone games. And this game looks really spooky and it's rated everyone somehow. Okay, we're gonna wake this guy up because obviously it's the only thing you can do. But when I rented this game, it sucked so much because I never got out of this jail cell. The only thing I really remember is I was in the jail cell, got stuck. That's it. That's as far as I got, Bax. That's as far as I got. This jail cell. What's this guy doing? I keep skipping through everything like I play this game. I've heard the tortures shall start tomorrow. How's this game rated E? I don't know why they waste their time on you. Yeah, I never got out of the jail cell. I rented it. You know how hard it was to be good all week? Because I got to the point where my teacher had to constantly write my parents notes that I had to bring home and have them sign, that she was just like, fuck this, I'll just make a weekly report. So getting a game was big deal to me, and I got this game and I had no fucking clue what to do. But now I think it's a really cool concept. I can I think it's a really cool concept. So essentially um you're in this castle and the castle hasn't been used for 100 years and you have to escape it. And it's like one big escape room kind of game. Actually, that's a perfect way to describe it. It's just an escape room game. All right, looks like the meat of some kind of beast. Do you want to eat it? Yes. Maybe it'll give me diarrhea and the guard will let me out. You gag on the greasy meat. Uh-oh, it was butthole meat. Okay. It's a leftover bone. The end is pointed and looks strong. Okay, you know what that means? You'll be able to probably use it as some kind of a wedge or something. Maybe you can wedge the door. You are quite sure that the door is securely locked. Well, do you want to fucking check? You are quite sure. Well, just check. Do you want to move the straw? Yes. Oh, hell yeah. All right, puzzle 1 finished. You failed to... There must be a way to pry it off. Maybe it's with this bone that I found. Maybe it's with this bone. Okay, what are the controls here, actually? Okay, the D-pad does nothing. Okay, is that the Z? No, Z crouches. R brings that up. L does nothing. Okay, no map. Well, how do I go to my item? So, wait a minute, how did I do that? Is it B? Okay. Okay. Throw the bone at the guy next door? Oh, look at that. Ew, it's a toilet. Can we throw it at him? Hey, I'm gonna sneak out. Don't tell anyone. I love the idea of other prisoners not telling on somebody who's snuck out. Like, I get it. But wouldn't you be the most jealous person if somebody came up to you and was like, yo, listen, you've been in jail for 25 years, right? And some guy who's been in there for 8 months comes in and says, yo, listen, I got a plan. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to escape on Thursday. And the fucking guy tells him his whole plan and he keeps quiet. And then he actually escapes, right? And then this guy who's been sitting in the same jail for 25 years, what do you think this guy thinks? It's got to happen. It's got to happen in real life. Okay, let's see what we got around here. What's this? God, the sensitivity is way too much. Brightness. You can't check the sensitivity. It's either up or down. What's in here? You try to squeeze into the narrow opening, but to no avail. Why would I try to squeeze into it? That's not what I was intending. What about in here? Oh my. I'm in some kind of a cave. So, Are you fucking kidding me? This person can't swim? Taking one misstep, you plunge into the reeking waters. You are astounded just how deep the lake is as you quickly sink. Your lungs begin to burn as you continue to sink, struggling for breath. Your vision swims as you gasp for breath and suck in only water. Death quickly follows. Jeez. Why can't he swim? Are his hands bound? Cannot find. I have to do that whole thing again? For fuck's sake. Oh, May. I like how it gives you a nice good... Can I skip this? Oh, come on. I can't skip this? Okay, I get it. We're going into the jail. I've already gotten farther than when I was young. I was in that jail cell and I was like, what the hell is going on? There fucking better be save points. Look how big this guy is. I'm gonna pause and see if I can save in the pause menu. I love the way that faces are mapped onto Nintendo 64 characters. A lot of the N64 characters have these very like polygonal faces. You know what I mean? Kind of look like a ball, but with edges. Okay, give me my meat. You're quite sure the door is locked. I love that. That's one of my new favorite video game lines. You've got my favorite video game line of all time is it's just the best. And it's a meme, and I know it's a meme, and I know it's kind of a cop out, but it's in Castlevania Symphony of the Night where you meet Dracula and he says, "What is a man?" And it's voice acted, right? It's the goddamn funniest thing you've ever heard. What is a man? Just a miserable little pile of lies or whatever he calls it. Little secrets. It's really fucking bad. Resident Evil also has some hilarious voice acting. Absolutely hilarious. But that's my new favorite. You're pretty sure the door is locked. You're pretty sure. You're not certain. Someone stole my sweet roll. Oh, I got you from Fallout and from Skyrim. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. You know what sucks though? Um, I re-spaced my ear, and I have to figure something out because the last two times I spaced my ear, I got like a big, I don't know if it was a zit or if it was a keloid or if it was, or like, I don't know what it was, but it was a big bump in my ear, right? And I had to take it out and let it heal, right? But my ear was already spaced to a zero gauge. And what's nice about having your ear spaced to a zero gauge is after a few weeks, it shrinks enough that it looks like it's closed, right? You'll still see a little line there, right? But it's not, you can't see through it at all. Spaced your ear, yeah. Um So mine was fit, but if you go any more than a zero gauge, um, if you go any more than a zero gauge, your ear will permanently have that hole in it. Even if you leave it for like a year, it'll still have a tiny little hole in it. So if you are thinking of spacing your ears, only go as far as a zero gauge. It's big enough to put a pencil through. You know? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If that guy, why can he stand in the water? Why can he stand in? Also, can I just save? Oh, I can. Okay. But the one thing that does kind of suck about having your ear spaced to a zero gauge is after about a week, the water's getting quite deep. Proceeding further might be dangerous. Okay. We don't want to die, so we're gonna go back through here. The only problem is once you take your zero gauge out for like more than like a month, which I did, I had my dangling earring on. You have to space it back up. Excuse me. You have to space it back up, so getting it back to a zero can be pretty painful. So I was in the shower doing it, and I put soap around it to make it like more slippery. And I'm pushing, and I'm pushing, and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get the will to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to get the will to like do it because it hurts. And then I push, and then right through it, and it's like, oh, it's gross. Okay, can I climb this or what? You believe you can get over this wall if you could find a handhold. There's apparently a cave on the other side of the wall. Okay. What the hell's a handhold? Maybe I don't go in here. Do you guys know what a handhold is? Is that like a mountain climbing kind of thing? Where they screw into the side of a mountain? Okay, this time we're not going to go in the water. Okay. I don't understand. So we can't go in here. Even over here. Can we jump? No, we can duck. Just a gap in the rock? Yeah, but you can't jump. I'm trying all the buttons here. No, it doesn't. You can duck, but you can't jump. Oh, also, what sucks about having the ear spaced now is having the headphone on. Very painful. Oh, okay, I got somewhere. The depth of the underground lake surprises and scares you. Oh! The lake is deep. I like how it tells me my feelings. Is there something over by the gate you can't re-witch it? Okay, obviously I can't walk any farther off of this. Okay. You try and squeeze your ass through, but your ass is too thick. What about in here? The iron bars are quite rusty. Do you want to try one? Yes, okay. Look at this. With a tug, you remove an iron bar. What could we use an iron bar for? Could we use it for... God, I'm so congested. I shouldn't have lit an incense. Every time I light an incense in my room, I turn into a big coughing man. So that's where I came out. Maybe I can use the pole on the wall for some reason. Maybe. What do you think? Maybe I can stick the pole into the... Prying. What can I... Oh, I can't go any farther than that. I'll die. Prying these boxes? Trying to squeeze through the narrow opening. What narrow opening? Can I break these? Maybe. It's an old waterlogged crate. Well, yeah. Can I break it? I guess not. Okay. What's this? There's a bottle there. It must mean something. No, the skeleton is basically just showing me... Oh, I can duck, yeah. The skeleton is basically just showing me that if you go into water that's that deep, you'll die. So if I walk any farther, it gave me a warning when I walked up to it. So now that I remove that, can I walk through here or what? No. Okay, does this have a description? Can't be used here. Oh. Well, if one of them's rusty... Where's the room where we found the wall? Okay, I don't want to go in this room. Not good stuff. Is it all the way at the end? Is there something up here? Yeah. See how it's deeper there? Apparently, waist-deep water is deadly in this universe. Oh, here. Can I use the crowbar? You believe you can get over this wall if you find a handhold, okay? What about this? God, everything in this game takes forever. You press pause, and like 14 days later, you don't get to use the pole for assistance? There. The wall is too difficult to climb without assistance. Okay, so the pole does nothing. The pole does nothing, and the other places lead to dead ends. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. This is a dead end. It just leads to the water. Okay. And then down. I thought that you would be able to break the box. I'll try. You know what? I'll select the item. I'll select the item and see if I can use it. There. Damn it! Okay, here. No, it can't be used. You can't break it. Yeah. I got a pole. Is there anything up here? Can't jump. Can't squeeze your ass through any of these. That leads to death. I'm thinking that this does something. Like, what about these poles? Nothing? There's a bottle here and a wooden plank, so you would think that they're important, but they're not. You would think the bottle at least would be something, right? Bottle might have a letter in it. See, if I walk out there, I'll die. Figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's just funny that this is like the first puzzle in the game. You can't go in here. This does nothing. Why can't I squeeze through here again? The opening is not big enough to squeeze through. I beg to differ. Turn on your side, you big wiener schnitzel. So if I go in here, dead. You would really think that it's gotta be this box, right? You would think that you gotta be able to. No. Why am I ducking? Oh. The Hori controller is good, but it's hard to get used to sometimes. Okay. The only thing we have to work with is a wall that we can't climb. That's all we have to work with. Oh, man. What is a handhold? I have a pipe. Stick the pipe in the crack and then walk up. I don't know. Oh no, power went out. Okay. You can knock on the walls here. Don't tell me that you can knock on the wall. That's gonna be difficult. Oh man. Okay. What can we do here? Let's look at the ground. Oh! Almost walked in there. Wait a minute, am I in there? Looks like someone else tried to escape the dungeon. Well, can I get anything from him? No. Skeleton doesn't have anything. If I go any farther, it'll kill me. What about these walls? I don't get it. What do you think, Waffle? This doesn't work. The bottle doesn't work. I can't walk anywhere here. Oh my! The hell is this? An apparition appears. Seems very agitated, but you can't understand the ghost. That's it? Fuck was that? Oh, I knew that would happen. Damn it. Yeah, I know. We plunged into the reeking waters. A fish went up my butthole and killed me. Okay. Okay, I gotta go get the pole. What could I use the iron bar for? This game better not have a lot of red herrings either. For sure this game is going to have red herrings. For sure. And I don't like it. Okay. He's got nothing. What about up here? What's that? Is that where I fell through? Okay, there's nothing up there. Can't go through here. It's hard too because usually you would look for like a wall that looks pretty broken, but all these walls look pretty broken. You know, like in Zelda, there'd be a crack in the wall. You'd be like, oh, okay. You blow this up. The fuck is this? Okay. So confused. It's an old crate. They wouldn't put these crates here for no reason. But I only have a bone. I've only got a bone and a iron pipe. What could I do with an iron pipe in a cave? What if I use the iron pipe? What if I use the iron pipe to make that hole that I'm trying to squeeze through bigger? What do you think? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, stop pressing start. Okay, maybe? Damn it! I thought that might work. I thought that would work for sure. Okay. We're back at the thing. I wish it gave us like a little description. And I wish the buttons were mapped differently. I wish the buttons were mapped differently for sure. I wish the start button brought up the I wish the start button brought up the inventory. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Oh, that sucks. Why can't I get this? Oh no, really? That's terrible. The depth of the underground lake surprises and scares you. Oh, boo! Okay, so this apparition comes out. Okay, we're gonna save. Okay. Okay, so an apparition comes up. We won't cross because he's going to kill us. But maybe if we go back now, another apparition will show up from the skeleton. Maybe? No. No. The apparition got mad at us. The apparition is mad at us, and I don't know what to tell it. I didn't get farther through. I'm stuck. I'm a stuck man. There's just water here. And you can knock on walls. But... Oh. Oh, look at this! The big stone pillar looks like it's ready to topple at any minute. What if I use the iron pipe on this? Somehow. Okay, iron pipe? Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay. Making progress. This is where that guy got mad at me. Water and time have bleached these bones white? Oh my. Why would there be bleach in it? Okay. We're definitely gonna have to go through this. At some point... What's this say? The wall has been smashed in. It's almost as if somebody was looking for something. For sure, at some point, we're gonna have to go through there. What's this door do? As hard as you might try, you discover it's locked and can't be opened. As hard as you might try. Remember that, you guys. As hard as you might try. As hard as you might try, you discover it's locked and can't be opened. Shit! God damn it. Okay, well. Is it gonna drop anything? When do you get a gun in this game? I don't get it. Okay, so do I use the iron bar here as well? No, not the bone. No. No, can't use the metal bar here. This is locked. All the way at the end is locked as well. This is locked. Well, I have my first public speaking event coming up in like 3 weeks. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be super, super cool. I really wish I could film it, but it's at an anonymous meeting. So obviously I can't film it. So this just goes right back to the sewers, right? Yeah, it's at an anonymous meeting, so obviously I can't film it there. But I'm gonna be doing more in the future, and this will be a great warm-up. Be a great warm-up. So I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Where the fudge do I go? As hard as I might try. Damn it. Can't be used here. Can't be used here. You have to knock on the walls. I would think that with what I have, I would use this to like pry the stones off. Maybe on the... Oh, look at this! Look at that. A pickaxe. An ancient pickaxe lays on the ground. Alright, guys. Take the pickaxe. You're impressed by its girth. What do you mean it can't be used here? This has to be where it's supposed to be used for. What are you talking about? So this can't be used here, apparently. Even though it's obviously the place. Okay. They got me there. They got me there. What about if I use the pickaxe to make footsteps in that wall? You know what I'm talking about? In that wall that we can't climb. Maybe now with the pickaxe, possibly we'll be able to do some chipping. Do some Chippendales. Okay. Oh, it's such a beautiful night tonight. Here we are. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, it does work! Using the pickups to actually scale the wall. That's awesome. Why didn't I go up it? Am I on the other side now? Okay. Oh, look at this. If you could get through the ceiling, you might be able to escape this place. Pickaxe. Hell yeah. With a crash, the ceiling collapses. You should have been a miner. Listen, this is no time to joke, right? Okay? I'm escaping a dungeon inside of a castle. You look around and wonder if this is what one of the towers that Agar spoke of. Okay. Oh my. Oh, a rat. It must mean something. I'm thinking that everything must mean something. But this is cool because, you know, one thing that I've always said is it's got the Resident Evil door thing going on too. One thing that what is this? You found a coiled length of frayed rope. The rope may prove useful, so you take it. Thank you. What's this, a pan? I've always said that if I could have any video game ever made for me, it would be a complete demake of Skyrim, done completely with Nintendo 64 graphics. And this is a really cool example of what that could look like. You know what I mean? Because this could be a Skyrim you know what I mean? And that's really cool. I like it. What is that, a vibrator? Oh, it's a slipper. I thought it was a vibrator. You can't take the slipper. Some unseen force holds it to the table? What is this, a ghost? That spooks me. That spooks me. The bed is quite small. Better not be a ghost of a dead ballerina girl. You see nothing suspicious. Except for the big tablecloth on the table. And this shoe that doesn't want to move. What if I say, no, I don't want the slipper? Damn it. There's some kind of a ghost. This thing's gonna start moving and it's gonna freak me out. For fuck's sake! Damn it! Is there any books I need? Okay, so I got a little bit of rope. Oh, a fairy sculpture. I thought it was going to be held down by another ghost. Hey, Charlie, what's going on? What on earth am I going to do with, what am I... Is that thing moving again? What am I going to do with this? Can't be used here. They don't give you any description of this game. How are you doing, Charlie? I'm so glad to see you. All right. So, is this where we came in? This game's called Trials of the Four Towers. So I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take a wild guess on this one. There's probably 4 stages that we have to go through. I know. It's a wild guess. It's a wild guess for sure. But what I'm thinking, there's probably 4 different stages. And, you know what? They're probably all themed differently, too. I know. It's a crazy thing to think about. But I think that that's what this game is going to turn out to be. So, I purposefully, did not look into this game. I didn't, the farthest that I went was, I looked at like a 45-second quick review kind of thing of it. But a very, very short one, just to get the idea of what kind of a game it actually is. Because as I said, when I was young, I never got out of the jail cell, and that was the very first thing in the game. So the only thing I found out about this game was that it was a puzzle game. That's it. So I purposefully didn't watch any walkthroughs. I purposefully didn't watch any like longer reviews kind of thing, because I want to figure out the puzzles myself, and with you guys. Okay, so a ghost fell off from the thing. Where did we come in from? Be nice if we had a map. Oh no! It's Hagrid. Ah, the traveler arrives. The traveler Del Cottonwood, to be exact. That's my name, Del Cottonwood. It's ridiculous. Which path will you follow? The wide path is easy but leads to death. The narrow path is hard but leads to life. What do you guys think I should do? The wide path that is easy but leads to death, or the narrow path that leads to life? I think the answer is obvious: death. If you choose the narrow, then seek me in the next tower, the Tower of Lackmere. If you choose the wide, then you are not the one I have waited for. I will be there, halfling. The question is, will you? Okay, so is this where I'm supposed to go? You wonder at the vandal who carved his initials in this ancient desk. Damn vandal. Ever since desks have been invented, ever since the very first desk in history was definitely written on. You ever realize that some things are so much older than you can possibly even imagine? Like painting, you know, or hunting, or things like that. You know, some of these things are so... Oh, geez. You know, some things are just so old that... Oh, a shiny coin. For example, running as a sport. You know what I mean? Just straight up, running as a sport. Who can run faster as a sport has got to be around since the dawn of man. You know what I mean? You have to figure, ever since two people figured out they could run, the first thing that they probably did is bro down and have a race. Everyone knows that. Another thing that is absolutely ancient, not as ancient as something like running. You know, running's the first sport. Running has to be the first sport. It's got to be. Running or fighting. But it's got to be running. People had to go running before they started fighting, you know? But oh, are these leading anywhere? But if you think about other games, like, did you know that bowling was played the exact same way that we play it, with a ball on a lane with pins? Was bowling. Bowling has been played since, like, ancient Egypt. You know? It's like 10,000 years ago. And it's always been relatively the same. It's always been a ball that you roll down it's the same game, basically. Soccer's been around forever. But it's just crazy. Hey, Jazz, what's going on? Even when you think of, like, modern products, there's a lot of sodas, and there's a lot of like candy, for example, that if you were transported to like 1950, you could go into a candy store and you could probably buy all of the same things that you like today. You know, like, I didn't know that Fun Dip, right? You guys know Fun Dip, right? Fun Dip is from like the 50s. It's from like the 50s or the 60s. And I could not believe that, because to me, Fun Dip is like Fun Dip to me is like the embodiment of the 90s. Just rehearsal dinner. Oh. I hope it goes well. Can I put a book down here? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, I'm actually supposed to read these things? Okay, we'll come back to this. Yeah, if you were transported all the way back to like 1950, go to the candy store, all the candy that you like would be there. There might be a few that aren't there, but other than that, like 80% of the stuff will be there. Or like just the concept of like getting a hot dog in New York City. it like goes back to like the 20s. But you know what? Originally, they didn't serve it with a bun. They just gave you a hot wiener. This is perhaps one of the oldest desks you've ever seen. Oh my. Yeah, they just give you a hot wiener. And you can still buy that in Japan. Just a wiener on a stick. I get a corn dog on a stick. It's got a coating on it. It protects the wiener. But just having a wiener on a stick? Hilarious. No worries, buddy. Just having a wiener on a stick is hilarious. Okay, what's this? You found a vial marked Liquid Sunset. Will you take the vial? You decided to take the vial. Oh, what's this? An 8-man sculpture! 8-man! Oh god, not Ape Man. At least the items are pretty obviously items. You know what I mean? They don't have a shine on them like in Resident Evil. This game controls very strangely. They don't have like a shine on them, but they're like obviously an item. Damn it! Can you remap the controller? Options. That's awful. You can't remap anything. Open. You see nothing suspicious. What's this? You see a statue of a man and 2 empty pedestals. Oh, okay. I've got statues. 8-man. 8-man. Eight man. Statues are lined up, but nothing much happens. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so maybe 8-man goes first. Primitive man, 8-man. So the first one is this. And then primitive man. There. Nothing much happens. What? That's gotta be the puzzle. It's not a fairy. 8-man. I'm so confused. Bex, we have 8-man and primitive man. And we have regular man. And I put it in order. And it didn't work. Do I have to put 8-man first? No. I'm watching a primitive man. Oh, thanks. Oh, no. Well, it's not going to be a fairy. It's not going to be like fairy elf man. I think we're probably missing one. Shoot! I'm watching a primitive man. Oh no. Oh god. There's people screaming in the parking lot. What time is it? 9:37. I'm off. Waffle, we're off from the cops. Although I was out for a little bit, so I don't know if the cops were here while that happened. Is it perhaps a backwards thing evolving? I'm not too sure. I don't know what you mean. Devolving? Oh, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. No, I tried that. What I'm thinking is I got that potion, and maybe I can use the potion to get the slipper, and then maybe I can do something with the slipper. I don't know. Where is this room with the thing in it? Where is this room with the slipper in it? Oh, Lord. Okay, what about this? You found a note, some lecture notes. Will you take it? Okay, I got lecture notes, guys. This place is obviously a lecture hall. Obviously. Obviously it's a lecture hall. God. Okay. Try this again. So what we would do then is we would do Primitive Man first. Cops are coming into you -15. I wouldn't doubt it. They'll be here before 10 p.m. Definitely they'll be here before 10 p.m. Nope, nothing happens. So there's gotta be something else. There's no way it has anything to do with fairies. You know what astonishes me? That people, regular people, are allowed to buy and use and operate fireworks. That blows my mind. That people can, only on certain days though. You know, here in Canada, there's only 3 weekends where there's only 3 weekends in Canada where you're legally allowed to purchase fireworks. And during those weekends, there's a bunch of restrictions. But during those weekends, you can walk into a store and buy fireworks. And that blows my fucking mind. Hey, Aiden, thank you for what? You gotta be more specific. Yeah, it blows my mind that just everyday people can walk into a store and buy, and I'm not talking about like small little things, right? But for example, you can buy Roman candles, and I think that is mind-blowing that you can just buy essentially a fireball thrower, you know? When I was young, me and my friends would, well, I lived near a forest, and beside the forest was a big field, and what we would do, I don't know where I'm going now, by the way, I'm just adventuring. We would go into the forest and we would find a big stick that was shaped so we could hold it like a giant gun, right? And what we would do is we would duct tape like 4 or 5 Roman candles onto it. And then we would just light them off and shoot them up. They're not very lethal unless you're dumb. Oh, well, I'm not really talking about how lethal they are, but things don't need to be lethal for them to maybe not be... For example, right? Like, I have a forklift license, right? I think of I think of that thing from The Office, right, where Michael is trying to get on the forklift. And I was trained to use the forklift, and I had to go through a course, and I had to do like a driving test and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I can drive the forklift at work, whereas somebody else can't. And the reason that they can't is because they're not trained to do it, right? And I think the same applies to fireworks. It's kind of like 3 weekends of the year people being able to come into my work and being like, "Okay, I can drive the forklift now." Just this weekend though. Like like the laws have changed. Just for this weekend, I can ride. I don't have a license, doesn't matter. You know? Most of the forklift operators' license has expired, and the company just doesn't care to renew it. I know that because my license was expired for quite a while, and nobody seemed to care. Yeah, but it blows my mind. So, you can buy um you can buy these fireworks that have like 50 different shots in it. Or if you want to spend, first of all, buying fireworks is a scam. Buying fireworks is a fucking huge scam. Unless you're buying the small fireworks to just fuck around with your friends and you're spending like $5 to $10 on them, not a big deal. But those packages that they sell, like in big shipping containers and stuff, um, yeah, I can imagine a lot of operators do. Those big boxes that are full of nonsense are they're so full of garbage and they're so expensive. And the thing is, unless you live in like the middle of fucking nowhere, right? There's going to be a huge professional firework display anyway. At least here in Canada. So I don't know what the laws are like in America if you're allowed to just fucking light off fireworks whenever you want. But in Canada, the only time when you're allowed to light off fireworks is Canada Day weekend, which is July 1st. It's the same thing as July 4th for you guys. It's just our version of it. Um, but same idea. Big celebration, fireworks, everything like that. And then Victoria Day, which is for the Queen. Um, and that's the weekend of May 24th. And then for Labor Day in September. So for those three events for that weekend, Canadians, or at least in Ontario, all of Canada has different laws, but in Ontario, only during those weekends are you allowed to own and operate fireworks. Any other time, you get in big, big trouble. But no worries, no worries. And I live right across the street from a park, so when it is those weekends, every fucking single time, I don't even care, right? Because I get like a front row seat to all the nonsense. But every time at like 2 or 3 in the morning, some kids will buy one of those fireworks that has like 200 shots in it, and they'll light it off at like 2 in the fucking morning when everything is completely quiet. And yeah. Kind of an unwritten rule to only fire around the few days leading up to after July 4th. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound bad. That doesn't sound bad. The only thing of here is the statues, but I have a feeling that that doll foot has something to do with it. But I don't know where it went. I don't know where that doll went. Yeah, but spending money on fireworks is the biggest waste because usually you can just go to like your city's fireworks celebration or anything like that, you know? for free. I've never been to a fireworks show where they charged you. Maybe they charge you for parking if it's like out in the middle of the boonies, but they're just go see that. That's way better. It's way better. The only time I can see it possibly being good is, again, if you live like out in the middle of nowhere, like the nearest city is like an hour away, but you're in like this tiny community somehow. Um, if you and like your entire street put in like, let's say $20 per person. So if a family had, mom and dad and 3 kids, they'd put in 100. If it was a single person, they put in 20. Like if you did that and you raised a bunch of money with your own community, and then you spent that money on fireworks to get specifically for like your street and stuff, then I see it. Then I can see it being like a somewhat good idea, right? But if you're just like a normal dad, oh, that looks like a face. I don't like that. Um, but if you're just like a normal person and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy the $70 firework box at Walmart, you're gonna be so disappointed. It's ridiculous. A pile of old lumber lies on the floor. Old shelves are falling down. How do you guys feel about that, though? Like, have you ever bought fireworks? I used to buy fireworks every year. Every year I used to buy it at least once. And I never buy them anymore. The only ones that I do buy is, they have these, here we go. So, they have these fireworks. I'm sure you guys are aware of them, but you might just not know what they're called. I don't know what they're called either. I think I can probably use this elixir. You drink the... Uh-oh. Now I'm drunk? Oh, Lord, I should save. Oh, no, what have I done? Oh, really? Oh, I'm sneezing over and over again. What is going on? Oh no, this is awful. Yeah, same kind of thing in Canada. Like, if you want one of those huge ones that go boom, you can buy it, but they're stupid expensive. Like, it'll cost you, if you want one of those big golden ones. Why are you frustrated, buddy? If you want one of those big golden ones that makes a huge boom, you can get it, and it'll be like $140 easy for one shot. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you shot that into a house, you would burn the house down immediately, first of all, and it could kill someone. And for one of the weekends of the year, we're just like, yeah, no worries. You can buy it. So weird to me. Just things building up. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like imagine this, right? Imagine this. You're gonna get... The rest said we may need another new water tank. We just bought one and can't afford one right now. Got a fire hazard at our house. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good, buddy. Well, you might have to do what I did when Rob didn't pay the electrical bill for like weeks. You might have to get a Home Depot bucket, fill it with water. Uh, but first you have to boil the water on the stove, and it takes forever. Fill up 2 Home Depot buckets, bring them both into the bathtub, and you're gonna need a bath chair. Um, and then while you're in the bathtub, use a saucepan to pour the hot water on your body. And just do that for a few weeks. I can't believe I had to do that. Ridiculous. Um, yeah. Yeah, it blows my mind that that's legal. That they allow you to do that. It's so strange. You know, what I was about to say was you got to imagine that there's some gangs out there that stock up on things like Roman candles, for example. Because Roman candles are essentially weapons. Like, there's nothing stopping a Roman candle from being a weapon. It's a fucking fire. It's some Roman candles you're even designed to be able to hold. Most Roman candles you're not supposed to hold at all. You're supposed to stick in a sand bucket. But we've all held a Roman candle. And yeah, I guarantee you that like criminal organizations, they must have stockpiles of these things because they're completely legal, and you can 100%, 100%. That's just a game theory, though. They got guns, but they're switching to Roman candles. No, I'm thinking like criminals that don't have. There's a lot of criminals that don't. Someone can hear it. There's a lot of criminals that don't have guns. There's a lot of criminal organizations that are starting up and need weapons and just use, like melee weapons. You know, every one of these things has to start somewhere. And if for example, if there's kids, right? If there's kids out there, think of the children. If there's kids out there and they need a weapon, but they can't get a gun, but they can fucking go buy 10 Roman candles for like $6, and then they realize that you can just point Roman candles at people and light them on fire. Like, I don't know. And guys, when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that this is what kids are doing. I'm just saying that statistically there has to be some people doing it. There's millions of people in the United States. There's 32 million people in Canada. Some of them have to be doing that. At least what they can do is you can just take apart fireworks. That's another thing that blows my mind about being able to own these things. You can just cut them open and get all of the powder out of them, and just repurpose it for like, I mean, the moment you modify, you're not gonna just ignite if you get hit by one. No, I know, but if you wanted to light somebody's house on fire, you could definitely like smash a window and then launch a bunch of those inside. I mean, you might as well just use a Molotov at that point, but you know what I'm trying to say. Guys, when I'm talking about this, I'm not saying that this is what kids do. I'm just saying that it's an easy weapon to get a hold of, and I guarantee you that some people have done it. I'm not saying that this is like the new trend or anything. I am so fucking confused. Okay, so I have these sculptures that don't tell me, there's no descriptions. I have a rope. I have this thing that gets me drunk. I'm so confused. There's a face in that wall and it scares me. This seems like something that I should be able to, like, pickaxe through. There's a coin slot. Could I use a coin on anything? Maybe like 12-year-olds. Well, maybe. Maybe I'm way off. You know, maybe I'm way off. I don't know. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. And now what I'm with it, now what I'm with isn't it. And what is it scares me. I have no fucking idea where to go. What about the candelabra? Damn it. What about these doors? I have a coin now. Does a coin do anything up here? Okay. Okay. We'll go up again. I'm trying all these different places. I don't understand. What's up here? Nothing? Is that a cat? Oh, there's a cat up there! Oh, it's not a cat, it's a fox. That's scary. Spooky. I'm so confused. The statue thing is confusing the hell out of me. Yikes. My friend, so nice to hang out with you guys. I missed a doctor's appointment today. Not good. Not good. And the doctor's appointment, she says, when's the next time you can come and see me? And I said, listen, let's do it as soon as we possibly can, because I need to get the ball rolling, right? Because I'm going into therapy for my PTSD, because hopefully it will help with my nightmares. And hopefully it will also help with my sleepwalking, because my nightmares are also causing, because of my nightmares, I'm very active in my sleep. And yeah, nothing much happens. I didn't think so. So I'm starting therapy about it, right? And oh shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh no. Oh no. Immediately forgot what I was talking about. Going to therapy. Why was I telling you guys about that? Shit. Man, that sucks. Oh, I missed my doctor's appointment. Yes. So, I said, when's the closest that you can see me? And she's like, on Friday at 9 a.m. But will you be up? Because she knows how bad I sleep. I said, no, I'll be up. My sleep schedule has changed ever since I got back from Japan. And she says, okay, no problem. And I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning. And, yeah, I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning. So I was wide awake the whole time. And at like 12 p.m., I was like, oh shit, I think I have a doctor's appointment today. So I called her and she's like, yeah, I was at 9. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. You know what, guys? I've had a long day. I'm going to save right here so we know how to pick up pretty easily. I am going to get going. I'm just going to chill out for a bit. Um, I've had a really nice time talking to you. Check out this Oopa Loopa. Oh shit. He was from a Gachapon machine and he also lights up. Oopa Loopa. Oopa Loopa. All right, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Waffle, thank you so much for the donations as always. I really, really appreciate it. I can't wait to hang out with you guys tomorrow. I've got some good stuff coming up. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I'm hoping that a lot of people are, watching on their phones and stuff. Tomorrow I am going to be filming a vlog during the afternoon, but check on the channel tomorrow around maybe like 2 or 3, because the video in which I threw a air tag sealed in a jar over a cruise ship, where we're going to track the jar through like the ocean currents and see where it ends up. The AirTag lasts for an entire year, so for an entire year we're going to be able to track where this glass jar with the AirTag inside of it is. That's going to be a fun adventure. That video is coming out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. As always, I know I told you guys this before, but I even told my doctor about how much I appreciate you guys. Because the nights that we have nice conversations, are nights where I don't have nightmares. So that's really rare for me. So being able to do this consistently and being able to hang out with you guys like before I go to bed and before I do that, it helps me out a lot. So I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon. Keep watching the skies.